I don't know where to start with this. How much you don't know anything about her like at all?
No. What's her name again?
Ash Trevino.
I've never heard of her ever.
Ever
in my life.
What do you use like primarily? Social media. Instagram.
YouTube shorts.
So this is a 35-year-old woman.
Oh, I thought it was like a young person.
This is a 35-year-old lady who, let's give you some context. She has 2 daughters. So one of them is 15, the other one's like 13.
Oh, was it the lady that you were sending in the group chat?
Yes.
Because, okay, good thing I didn't read the messages.
You didn't read anything? Okay, great. She started blowing up on social media because she started going live while she was talking to her boyfriend. So she was blowing up because she's known for being an inmate hopper, where she will like date inmates, and her type is like inmates.
Like that's all she dates?
Like she dates, like she would look for an inmate. Literally, like she would like become pen pals with inmates and like date inmates. Like she found this guy and like shot her shot or whatever, and like she was like sending him money and stuff, like manteniéndolo in jail and shit. And then when he got out, they met up. I don't know.
Is she Mexican?
Yes. But can you like? Go away, Drew. That's not nice. You're gonna break an expensive object. Okay. So she's on that live, and like that guy breaks up with her 2 weeks after like getting out of jail, even though she had literally paid for everything of him and being in jail. And so people are kind of feeling some sympathy for her. So they started kind of watching her and keeping up with her and being like, oh, we feel bad for you. Like, that's kind of fucked up that you paid all his stuff and then he left you.
I'm coming in here to correct myself. Actually, I don't think anyone has ever felt bad for her. And the reason why she did blow up was because a video of the guy that she was with blew up, I guess, of him saying that he had to put a bag over her head in order to, you know.
But then she started doing more fucked up shit. I think that was where she started dating that guy who was with a victim who had killed a girl. And then that's when people were like, okay, bitch, now we don't give a fuck about you, because why would you do all this now? So, fast forward, she's getting all this clout over the summer, and like people are just really like keeping up with her because of the whole inmate stuff. Like everyone's like, oh my god, this girl is like crazy, like inmate homie hopper. Like she was literally making all these jokes. So then, where were we in the story? Where are we in the story? Let me think. So she ended up meeting someone on TikTok. Like she met some girl or somebody on TikTok. I don't remember who. And they flew her out, or like they like came up with the idea of going to Disneyland. All of them. Like it was like a Disney trip. Her and this person she met on TikTok. It was like a mom. I don't know if it was like a mom, but it was like
It was a mom, and what made it worse was that she brought her kids to Disneyland while Ash left hers back at home.
People started giving her shit because she went to Disney and left her kids behind with her parents. And they were like, you went to Disneyland.
She didn't take her kids to Disney?
And you left your daughters behind. Custody of them, because she has split custody of her kids, her and her parents. So she only gets her kids 4 days of the week. And then the other days, this is another thing that she was getting hate for, was she was saying like, oh, they were giving her shit because her kids sleep on a mattress in the floor. And they were like, why are your kids sleeping on like an air mattress when you have money, you know, to buy them actual like beds? And she was like, well, because they're only with me 4 out of the like 7 days of the week, and that's why they don't have real beds. She is talking about this lady that she met. She's like, yeah, like I met this girl. I don't know how old this lady is. She's like around her age, maybe a little older, but she met her through TikTok. And after a little bit of them talking, she decides, that looks nice. She decides like that she's gonna fly out to Texas. This one's when she finally moves to Texas, or like flies to Texas. She's gonna fly to Texas with her daughters to meet this girl that she met on TikTok.
How old is this girl?
She met on TikTok. The lady, she's a lady, so she's like 40 or something, like older lady, has her own house. Like she's asking, like inviting Ash to come and like stay at her house in Texas. And Ash brings her daughters with her to this trip to come meet this lady that she just met off of TikTok. So when they get there in Texas, So she went for Thanksgiving, and the tia's like cooking Thanksgiving dinner for everyone. And like she's literally sitting on live. She brought her Alexa with her to the house, and she's just sitting there being like, Alexa, play Como la Flor. And she would play the song, she'd be like, Alexa, louder, and she'd like have Alexa like blasting the music, and she was just sitting there like on her phone live while her like tia, quote unquote tia, was like cooking the entire Thanksgiving dinner for her daughters. Like,
she's not cooking.
She's not cooking anything at all, or doing anything or helping at all. She's just sitting there like live and
scrolling on her phone,
telling Alexa to blast music in someone else's house. Like she's staying at someone else's place, blasting music on her Alexa, live streaming on TikTok. And she's like a 35-year-old grown woman, and her 2 daughters are like sitting waiting for dinner to be ready. She leaves her 2 daughters with this TikToker, this girl that she met on TikTok. This lady, at this lady's house.
That she just met.
That was their first time meeting. They met on TikTok. They were talking for a little bit on TikTok before they met in person. She leaves them to go to a bar. Ash is like live, and I guess she's like just talking a lot of shit, like, cause she posted this TikTok where she was like, I'm in Texas, and whenever she had posted that she was in Texas, like she got someone who was posting TikToks, like just people that hate her were posting like, when you find out Ash is in your state, and they like were putting their hair up in like a bun, like ready to fight. And then Ash went live like mocking her, like, oh, stupid bitch, like what's she gonna do? Like she thinks she's gonna do something, like haha, like you guys aren't gonna do anything. Okay, so, and then while she's at this lady's house, mind you, this lady that she met on TikTok who's letting her stay, she's calling this lady tia. This lady who she's like 5 years, probably actually maybe the same age. I don't know the exact like age gap, but they're both like grown women. It's like if your mom was calling like one of your aunts tia, like just like randomly, just like she was like, I'm calling her tia, like she's my tia, like I just like, even though like we met on TikTok, like I feel like you're my tia, and like I don't know what I'm gonna do when I leave, like, and like literally she was crying on live, like telling her like, I don't want to leave, I don't want to go back home, I just want to stay here with you. What? Like to the lady she had met on TikTok. And while she's at the bar, she's live streaming. This is all still on the same Thanksgiving day. So she's still cooking? So I think this is later in the night. Like this is later in the night, they're done cooking. I think so. She leaves, she's at the bar. She says the name of the bar that she's at. While she's like, what's this bar called? Says the name. While she's at the bar, they pull up on her. And she ends the live. They didn't actually end up fighting because the girl who pulled up on her was like, I'm not gonna hit you until you hit me, but let's fight. And she was like, fight me, and like was pressing her, but Ash was like, no, I'm not gonna fight, and like walked away and like left. And so they didn't end up fighting and just ended like that. She leaves the bar, goes home. There was like some like ex-husband there, and there's like a whole fight. Still live streaming this whole thing. The tia's husband showed up and starts like verbally abusing the tia. Ash's vlog, like live streaming this whole thing. This man hits the girl. Police show up. Ash is still live streaming this entire thing. And the man hit the tia. Like the ex-husband pulled up, and she's still live. And like the tia comes up to her, and she's crying like, I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed that this happened, like crying. She's live. We're seeing like Ash, you can see her chin, and she's like live like this, and she's like, no, don't worry, like you're fine, it's okay, tia, like it's okay. Like tia's like crying, sorry, like that's not even her name, but like this girl's crying like, I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed. Mind you, she's embarrassed because Ash is there. She's live streaming. I don't know if she knew or not, but like imagine you're embarrassed because your household guests just witnessed that. Plus, she's live streaming to Ash gets like 25,000 viewers. And at her peak, she had 88K. Right now, when I went on her live, right now, when we were in your room, she had 88K. This is not the end of her story. So, that's, right? Like, that's horrible. Mm-hmm. Tell me why the fuck. Now, she was caught talking to this guy. Like, they start going live. This guy is 22. She's 35. Now they're saying that he's 19 and he's not actually 22. So they're live streaming, and she got drunk on the live And I'm pretty sure, mind you, she didn't know who this guy was. She only found out because I think her 15-year-old daughter had mentioned she had a crush on him. Because he hangs out with like Shoddy Bay and like that gang. And so this guy starts interacting with Ash's lives, and Ash gets like gassed up, I guess. But this guy's like a clout chaser. Like, he was pretending to have a crush on Shoddy Bay, you know, for clout. So like, he's very much like he does it for clout. Like, you can tell he's like egging it on for clout.
I think I know what you're talking about. That sounds familiar.
Like,
with the Shoddy Bay thing.
Okay, it's not Walito. It's a different guy. It's not the same
okay.
one. So he's
Is he the one that cheated on his girlfriend?
No, see, it's not him. But Walito is the guy who cheated on his girlfriend.
Oh no, that's what I meant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, yeah. Anyway, so this guy's like egging her on. So Ash ends up getting fucking really drunk on live, and shows her boobs like on the live stream, and like the entire live she's like showing her boobs. She uses her like her on live. Like, she goes to her and uses it on live. Mind you.
Camera angled where exactly?
So like they're facing this way, and she just goes out. So you can hear it, but she's like in the
Is she like making noises?
No, I don't know. You could just hear. I didn't watch. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch, but I heard the beginning, and I scrolled. I didn't want to hear if like more happened. You know, if it happened, I didn't want to have it in my head.
Yeah.
So, mind you, she's like in her room, and her daughters are in the other room, and they can hear everything she's doing. They can hear everything she's saying, and she's saying very sexual stuff, like, oh, I can't wait to see you, like, I need to ride you, like, very, very, very sexual things. Like, this is like a private, like,
where is she right now?
phone sex. She's in her room, inside her room.
In her house now?
I think she's still in Texas. But I don't know. I don't know where they're staying. I think they're in their own. She's in Texas, but I think they're back at their own. Like, she's in her own house now. And then what's her face? And then her daughters are just like in the living room, staying with her at the time, and they can hear everything. So she's getting drunk. So she starts saying some weird stuff, right? Like, oh, like telling him like stuff, and then her daughter comes in and asks her, like, hey mom, like, could you get off live? Like, they're saying some really, really bad stuff right now. Like, you should get off live soon. And she mutes herself and like tells her something, like, and when you can see on the live, you can see her kind of telling her like, go over there, go over there. Like, you can see her like mouthing that, but like it's muted, so we don't know what she's saying, but it looks like she's telling her daughter like, go over there, like, get out, you know. And then she unmutes herself and stays live, and then that's at the she was only showing her rose toy, like showing it on the screen and telling this guy, like, look what I'm charging right now, like, I'm charging this because you're not here, or like, if you were here I wouldn't need to charge this, and like like showing it on TikTok, like showing it on the TikTok live. And then after that she does the whole like thing, and she's flashing her boobs and everything.
Her daughter's begging her to get off live.
Yeah, so
then she does that?
Then she does that, and then her daughter comes in again and tells her one more time to get off live. And then
how old is her daughter?
15, but her other daughter's 13. So 15 and 13, and they're in the living room listening to her, and they're coming in and telling her like, you need to get off live. So, and they can hear everything that she's doing, and they literally have gone live and like deleted, or was it? What did they have literally gone live and like reposted stuff where it's like they're sad and like they wish they had like a different life, like they wish their mom would just stop embarrassing them on social media.
That's really sad.
And right now she was like, she got, apparently Santos, the guy that's 19, 22, who knows, she was saying like, oh, I don't know how old he is, like, I'm not gonna talk to him, like, I'm not da-da-da. Today, literally telling everyone like, oh, I didn't know that about him, and they were telling her like he has rape allegations, and she was like, I didn't know that. They met up today. She met up with him today. So he flew to Texas, and she was literally like looking for a makeup artist. He did her makeup, and they met up, even though she was literally saying, I'm not gonna meet up with him anymore. So this is literally her like acknowledging the allegations and saying that she's not gonna meet up with him anymore. Like, look at this.
You should do your research on him, by the way.
I heard some stuff.
See?
But I haven't seen it. So if somebody can send it to me, I would like to see it.
And that's her response to that?
Can you send me a video?
I could send you a whole, there's this girl on here, I'm not gonna say her name, but she has a whole, documentary on that young man.
A whole documentary.
I've never seen any. I just literally met him last week on here, so I didn't even know who he was, to be honest. I just knew he got a shotty in him.
Damn. And then what's going on with you and your newfound love?
And literally, she says that and then meets with him today. Even though she was like, I have no idea. This was literally a day ago. This was yesterday. This is her profile picture now. Right now. She changed it to them. That's her and him right there. And
her and the guy?
The 22-year-old.
Oh my god.
One of the biggest things that actually blew her up, I don't know if you've seen this, was her like soupy rice. Cause she made the rice like so.
Dry, I don't. I can't.
She said like, oh, some people.
Dry, I don't. I can't eat dry rice. I have to have it watery. I have to have mine watery. I can't eat especially when it's homemade. It has to be watery. Oh, it tastes bomb. Everybody likes it dry. I don't.
Yeah, that's what blew her up even more too. That was one of her first like controversies where people were like, girl, you are not a real Mexican, you just don't know how to make rice. Like, you don't like watery rice, you just don't know how to make it.
Yeah.
Eat dry rice. I have to have it watery.
Ew, I can't look at that. It's so gross.
It literally looks like a tia dancing with her sobrina de quinceañera, bro. Like, this is bad. She looks like a mom dancing with her son. Like, it's really bad. When this stuff was blowing up, like, he was getting a lot of shit. Like, a lot of the guys that he was friends with, I think 2 or 3 people at least, blocked him, like, unfollowed him because of what he did. Because they're like, dude, messing with a mom, like, that's not, like, that's disgusting. Like, making a mom get drunk on live and letting herself, like, embarrass herself like that and egging her on, like, I can't be friends with a guy who would do that.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, I don't care, like, this is my big moment, like, I finally made it. Like, he sees this as his big moment that he made it.
It's not even his fame.
Like, he literally posted, like, Mom, I made it. I don't know if it was for the right reasons, though. I found the Ash video of her on live being weird. Okay, look.
We got a 1942 right now. You know what? Oh my.
She is doing this on live.
Yo. Chat, everybody go to my Instagram. Fuck the TikTok right. They're
For him.
He's not even looking. He doesn't even care.
Like, she's still trying to get his attention.
That's so embarrassing. Not once does he look up.
And people are keeping up with her, like, everyone wants to know what she's doing. Everyone, like, right now, like, even on TikTok, like, it's everywhere. It's like, you can make a video, like, if you make a video with her name right now, it'll probably blow up. Like, if I made a video right now where I was, like, sitting in my bed, like, scrolling on TikTok, of, like, me literally scrolling on TikTok, and I caption it, like, me waiting for Ash Trevino to give me my daily update, like, it would blow up. Like, that's everyone right now, like, waiting for Ash Trevino to give, like, that's actually, like, the memes that are blowing up right now, are people literally doing that, like, me waiting for Ash Trevino to finally go live to see if she's ruining, like, if she's gonna get with Santos, or if she's met Santos up yet, or whatever the heck she's up to at that moment. Like, people will post, like, it'll be a TikTok, like, someone will post a TikTok being like, oh, like, I need to know what Ash Trevino's up to. Like, that, the day after she went live and did all that, the boob stuff, everyone was posting on TikTok, like, I can't wait for Ash to go live and see what she has to say about what she did last night. Like, that was all over TikTok. It was just like, I need to see Ash's face. Like, I just need to see Ash go live now. Like, we just want to know what she has to say for herself after last night's live.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, everyone is, like, on top of her, like, love the drama, love to see what's happening. Like, some people say they're like, oh, like, we hate her, but we love, like, she's entertaining, like, we can't lie, like, we love her, like, we love to have her. Yeah. They're like, what would be our entertainment if not her? I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like it's not worth the entertainment. I feel like that doesn't need to be broadcast. Like, there's, like, fake stuff. Like, go look for the fake stuff on the internet. Like, I feel like someone's real life mother and, like, someone's real life trauma shouldn't be your entertainment.
Yeah.
Because, like, like, it's one thing if she was just like a lady, but like that's someone's mom who's like,
and the kids are having to intervene.
Yeah, and like your kid is just witnessing you do that. And like instead of spending holidays, because today she was supposed to take her daughter's Christmas shopping. They were all gonna go Christmas shopping together. And Santos told her that he wasn't gonna go fly out to Texas and meet her anymore. Last minute changes up and says that he's gonna meet her, and she tells her daughters she's not taking them Christmas shopping anymore.
Wow.
So that she can meet up with him today. And she literally went live like, oh, I need to find a makeup artist. Like her concern was finding a makeup artist and finding someone to DoorDash her a curling iron so she could curl her hair and get ready to meet him. And she canceled completely taking her daughter's Christmas shopping.
They're never gonna forget that either. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
For clout, like. And I think it's just sad that like people could be happy with themselves and enjoying watching that, knowing that there's like actual kids being affected.
Suffering.
Like these girls are probably feeling like their mom does not love them or care about them enough to make the change to be a good mother, and you're like, this is your entertainment. This is like a real life person and real life people. And this is like, yes, this is my entertainment. I love this.
Like the real life.
Like
trauma
I
that
need
they're
to
gonna
see
have.
her. Like I just need to see what she's up to next. Like,
And it's not like she's doing anything like fun or smart or like really entertaining. Like it's.
she literally defended a murder. And like a man who essayed someone. Like. Okay, Autumn's gonna give her final thoughts because my camera died. While she's getting this pressure.
Okay. Was I saying? Oh, I feel like you have to be a certain level of stupid to do something like that, because even if you, like, sometimes it seems like they kind of know what they're doing and like they're trolling.
Yeah.
To troll, you have to have a certain level of awareness. Like you know that like what you're doing is gonna get a reaction, but also like becoming a parent is something that should be like fundamentally changing you as a person and how you like live your life and how you see the world, and that is not something you would ever like you should ever be doing ever, especially at that age, but also especially after having kids. Like that shouldn't even be possible for you. Like you shouldn't even be able to like have that be a thought in your head after you become a parent. Like you have to be stupid to a certain extent. And the fact that she, like, they need to take her kids away. That's crazy. She should not be allowed to like, the location of your children is leaked. Like, the house that they're staying at is leaked. And you're going to leave them alone in this house. I don't care that they're with somebody else. You feel comfortable as a mother leaving your children behind to go to a bar when their address, like, their actual live location is out on the internet right now. Like, and you have people threatening to come and fight you. Mm-hmm. Like, you really shouldn't be having your kids. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like wrong to say, but.
So, yeah, that's her final thoughts. Because my camera died. But, bye.